Welcome to On the Wire from the William Hill World Darts Championships at Alexandra Palace. I am joined by our new William Hill World Champion, Gary Anderson. Gary, first question, how's it feel?
I don't know. I think it's got to take a while. I mean, I'm not a great one for celebrating, you know, so I'll give it a few days and see what sinks in.
That final had everything. Deciding set, you were 3-1 up, you survived 3 darts to go 5-3 down, you had darts falling out the board, you had the crowd giving you jip. I mean, talk us through what's going through your head.
Well, if I've not got thick skin now, then I should have, you know. Nah, yeah, like I say, it was, yeah, I mean, playing Phil, but the game just never seemed to kick off, you know. I'm trying, I'm waiting for him to go, I'm trying to go. And when I did hit 180, it fell out. It was a good 180 as well. You know, it was the best one I'd probably thrown the whole game. But yeah, I mean, it was panic. You know, mine fell out. Phil steps up and bangs in a 180. You know, that's how's your luck.
Did you feel panicky at any stage there when it goes 6-6? You walked off at 6-4 and you looked like you said, "It's finished. It's over. I've got this." Is that how you felt?
It did at that time, and that break came right at the wrong moment. You know, I just got myself into a realm. I was happy. They were going great. They were flying right. Break came off, went off stage, came back, and it was, no, where's that game gone, you know? And then Phil brought the next 2 sets back, 6-6, and you think, you know what Phil's like, you know, he's been there 16 times, you know, he knows how to win it from there. That's what was going through my mind.
What did it feel like to finally hit that winning double?
Double 12 as well, wasn't it?
It was.
Double 12, that's what I say, come on, double 12. It's been a killer to me the last few matches, and that was a one I wanted to finish on, and I did.
You are the first Scottish World Darts Champion since Les Wallace, 97. You've got one for yourself. You've beaten the greatest ever player, the guy you wanted in the final. This is exactly how you would script it, isn't it?
This is it, yeah. I mean, like I say, Phil Taylor, I mean, you've got your Michaels. You know, Michael's going to probably rule the roost for the next 10 years. But Phil Taylor's, to me, he's something different. You know, he's been about 16 times. You'll never see that record being broke. You know, I think you've got to be about 9-year-old when you win your first World Championship to beat his record. You know, it's going to stand for decades, you know. Nobody's going to get close to it.
What can you do, though? I mean, this last year you've won 2 major titles on the trot. You've won 9 titles in total. You're up to number 3 in the world, I think, now with the rankings. I mean, if you just carry this on, you can win everything, can't you?
Yeah, but I don't know, you say about carrying on, I try, you know, it's very hard to keep it going. The talent out there and the talent coming through now, like I say, I'm a great fan of Michael Smith's, right, and I know what this lad, I play with him behind the scenes, and you've not seen anything like this yet, and he's not even came close to showing you on telly what he can do, you know, but the day that lad does what I know he can do, then he'll be the one that you're talking to.
When people talk about Phil Taylor and his great list of achievements, they talk about his hunger and his desire, despite the fact he's won everything loads and loads of times. You've just won the biggest prize there is. Does that sort of stop then? Do you lose some of that hunger, or do you want another one of those? Do you want everything else?
Yeah, in 12 months time. You know, like somebody says, you go, how are you going to celebrate it? I'm not. You know, I'm going to get finished here. I'll be back up to the hotel, up to my bed, in the car tomorrow morning, up to see the wee fella. You know, I'm not seeing him since Christmas Day, which has been hard. So do that. Like I say, I'm going to put my tool belt on. Got a lot of DIY jobs to do for about a week, and then the next 2 weeks back on the practice board, and then it's start again. This is us on the road now again, till this time next year.
How many years have you got in the game? How long do you want to keep playing for, Gary?
Well, I was going to retire at 40. That was 4 years ago, you know, so I'm still pushing. I'm glad I did, you know, I mean, the head's good, you know, I mean, thinking wise, you know, when you're young, you're fiery, you got to do this like Michael, you know, he's 24, he wants to win everything. It doesn't work. I've waited a long time. I've played darts, what, 16, 17 years, and I've finally got my claws on it, you know, it's been a long road, it's been a hard road, you know, you're about a suitcase 9 months out of a year. It's, you know, it's hard. You've got to keep turning up and doing your job, and that's the hardest bit.
What do you do with this? Because at the Players' Championship finals, you walked off and left the trophy because you forgot it. You can't forget that.
I don't know. I think I gave myself a hernia when I lifted it the first time. So it's up to you to lift it. You know, it's yeah. I don't know. I don't know what happens with it. Like I say, it's a fair old lump to lift a bit.
Well, Gary, congratulations again. A stunning victory, a great final, a brilliant tournament you've played. The Sid Waddell Trophy is supposedly going home with Gary.
That's one thing. You know, the man's name is written on the side here, Sid Waddell.
Is that important to you?
It is. I mean, like I say, I was in the video for years, and I came across, and when I met Sid, I thought he was brilliant. You know, it was absolutely fantastic, and the things that he came out with, you know, it's good. I mean, it's people like Sid that put sports like darts. You know, we've got Phil Tears, you've got your Sid, you've got Eric Bristow, and you've got Barry pushing darts through the roof. You know, I mean, it's these kind of people that's made us have a sport and a living that we have.
Well, you best find somewhere good for that then. You can't leave it here. You're going to have to give that pride of place somewhere. It is not the only prestigious trophy that's being dished out tonight, though. Gary, congratulations. You get to take that. Have a look at this. Yes, it's the On The Wire Iron Ring for Outstanding Bottle Under Pressure, an award we're giving to the shot of the tournament under pressure. It's a wonderful trophy and a prestigious title, as I'm sure you'd agree. You can see there we've got the iron ring. That's a washer we found on the floor in the fans' village. There's a nail in there, a load of gaffer tape and a bottle top, but it's the title that's the most important thing. A number of candidates over the course of this championship to win this prestigious award, but the winner is Vincent van der Voort for his 157 checkout, with John Henderson sat on 80 for the match. It helped Vincent win that one and then go on that run to the quarterfinals. He even scared Phil Taylor, but it all started with this bottle shot. Congratulations, Vincent. It is the Dutch destroyer who wins the inaugural Iron Ring. And there it is, the On The Wire Iron Ring. We swapped one lovely trophy for another. I'm sure that'll be presented to Vincent at the Dorchester. I haven't spoke to Barry Hearn about it. I'm pretty sure he's going to be okay with this. We have swapped one trophy for another, and we've swapped one dart player for another, or sort of. Rod Harrington back with us. And Rod, we've already got the odds for the William Hill World Championship of 2016. Phil the Power Taylor the favourite. Gary Anderson, the reigning champion, only third favourite behind Phil and Michael van Gerwen. Interesting. Very interesting, and at 6-1 William Hill are doing it. You'd have thought that perhaps he would have moved into second favourite, but what they're looking at is that Phil will obviously still be here in a year's time, and Michael will get better. I think as the year goes on, if Gary keeps the form up that he's shown over this last 8-9 months, then I think we'll see Gary Anderson shorten quite a bit. Well, take notice of this mug. You did tip the man at the start of the tournament. Do you believe that he is able to go and retain his title? Yes, I do. Yeah, and we see Adrian Lewis do it. You know, Phil Taylor's done it several times. It's when you know, I'm around the players week in, week out, and you see different changes in players. And what I've seen in Gary Anderson over the last 6 to 8 months is this self-belief that we keep talking about. You know, everybody can tell you how great you are, but if you don't really believe it deep in here, it ain't going to work, because you're the one who throws the darts. All these people are telling you how great you are. They don't throw darts. They haven't got to hold all that passion and all that emotion inside of them. And I've seen in Gary Anderson that he has that will now, that he knows he's good enough and he knows he can get over the line, and he's proven it in this tournament. And he was 16-1 when I tipped him. Well, look, you can probably hear they're dismantling Ali Pali all around us at the end of the tournament. Just wanted to get you quickly, we got the Premier League announcement as well. So the 10 players will include Stephen Bunting, perhaps no surprise there, James Wade included, Kim Huybrechts. That's probably the shock inclusion. Yeah. You were part of the team that picked him. Talk us through that one. Well, Wade, I think, was an obvious pick. He played so well this year. Stephen Bunting, Sky get 2 picks, and they picked Rama van Barneveld, who's the reigning champion, and Stephen Bunting, who at the moment still the reigning BDO world champion, has done really well. We want to mix it up a little bit. We want to put it out there that you don't have to be in the top 10 to get in the Premier League. We need to change it. You know, every year we want to change 2 or 3 players. That's the ideal thing. And Kim Huybrechts, he was looked at along with quite a few other players. It was a long drawn out process. 7 people helped pick it, and it was hard work. And the decision was made, the majority decision was made that Huybrechts think would do a good job.
and being a Belgian, you know, it may help out the TV side of things and everything else.
Well, it certainly looks an exciting lineup, but today has been very much about the William Hill World Championship final, a phenomenal final, a great climax to the tournament, and a day that has belonged to Dan Dawson.
Dan Dawson.